Lucille?
Roman's voice called to me from beyond a fog of confusion. Despite his repeated appeals, I didn't open my eyes or move from the cocoon made up of his bed and the warmth of the blankets. My teeth clenched, my temples ached, and my thoughts spun such as the broken reel of an ancient silent movie. Scenes from splinters of time bombarded my mind. My first encounter with Roman Godfrey, the months of study, his growing discontent. Had the man I married known of his father's plans? Where is he? The man who had pretended with me, slept with me, hurt me. 5 years.
Lucille, look at me.
The deep tenor and resolve shocked my very foundation. I stayed silent until Roman's large palms held my cheeks, and his firm lips came to mine. Maybe my life was one of a fairy tale. I was the sleeping princess, and this new Roman was my Prince Charming. His kiss was the key to waking. I pressed against him, needing more of what he could give. As I opened my eyes, Roman was millimeters away. His thumb gently wiped the tears from my cheeks, ones I hadn't been aware of shedding. "Nothing is real," I managed to say.
I'm real. You're real.
"We aren't." Sitting against the headboard, Roman pulled me to him and wrapped me in his strong embrace, holding me against his padded chest. Within his arms and the cloud of his cologne, my thoughts began to settle, such as the snow beyond the windows. No longer a blizzard, the flurry lingered as the snowflakes piled one on top of the other, freed from the velocity of the whipping wind. Time moved, clocks ticked, and the earth continued to spin. Yet my only measure of time was the steady beat of Roman's heart. The rhythm was my metronome, lulling my breathing into a steady cadence. Had I slept? Was I in a trance? My scratchy eyes were puffy as I finally peered beyond our cocoon. When I looked up at the man holding me, his eyes were closed and his breathing consistent. The journal he'd been reading was lying at his other side, opened to pages beyond what he'd read aloud to me. The clock on the bedside stand alerted me it was after midnight. A new day. Laying my cheek back on his chest, I wrapped my arms around his torso, overcome with the sadness of what a new day would bring. Today, Roman was to return to Molave City. This was the day that I would once again be left alone within the confines of Annabella Castle, to face the reflection of my being and what remained of the facade I'd been led to believe was reality. Beneath my touch, Roman began to stir. His hand moved soothingly on my back in small circles as sleepy reassurances came from his lips. Even in slumber, this man was protecting and encouraging. What if he were to be replaced? The alarming new thought pushed away the old. I sat up and reached out, palming Roman's scruffy cheek. As his long lashes fluttered and his dark orbs focused on me, I said, "You can't fail."